All right, let's get ready to play this game, y'all. All right, let's get ready to play this Madden, y'all. Oh, that's tight. Look at that shit flip. Ooh.
And welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach.
Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Cobb and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Coach. We pick up this challenge in the third quarter with 5 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your opponent's 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. And the Chiefs offense ready to go on 1st down and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before.
Come on, EA, come on.
For this final.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he takes this into the end
Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown, baby!
An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this is incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And with the way this offense has played thus far, grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Let's go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it'll bring up third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the one.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Murray now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They go. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's make these babies.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. Here's Murray being chased out left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Come on, baby, come on. Get in. Get in.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Off the play fake to
tackle his ass, tackle him. Tackle him in the background, baby. Tackle him in the background, baby.
They've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it.
Hit that nigga.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Get that nigga. Hit that nigga. Yeah.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. It's caught by Sanders.
Yes.
And he'll be about a 4-yard shot at the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they try to sweep to Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And
he just could not run it
away. They stopped him a few yards shy. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Ryan to throw. And
yes!
Yes! Boy, that's what I'm talking about.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Fourth down, trailing.
Yeah, not that Nick, not that Nick.
Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. After the sack on first down, Ryan. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ryan, it's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Yes.
Nice job there getting
Yes,
the win.
no point.
Next
Yes.
up, another challenge, of course.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Joe.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Now Sanders. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. Now the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. On first and 10, here's Murray. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
This to the 25 before it's all said and done. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's got the first down inside the
touchdown.
Touchdown. To the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, we will start this challenge off in the second quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're leading by 6 points. Your opponent has the ball on their 20-yard line. First and 10. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. luck on first down. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Luck now.
Yes, baby, yes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Well, Charles, as the Falcons come back out here on offense, you got to help me process their 2019 season. One thing for sure, fair to say that they were a second-half team, as in second half of the season, because this club started 1-7, 6-game losing streak, weeks 3 through 8. The talk about Dan Quinn maybe being let go, and maybe it was a team that needed to bottom out and get a high draft pick, but then a funny thing happened. They started to win.
Yeah, maybe I should get a cardigan, get a pipe, sit down and listen to you talk your way through this team, because it's a lot to process, isn't it? But one thing about Dan Quinn as their head coach, relentlessly positive. Never let go of that. The team stayed with him. Many people thought maybe he might have lost the team. He never did.
First down, baby.
And they had that big finish,
6-2.
One of the best marks in football, including beating New Orleans on the road, beating San Francisco on the road. So when you look at it, ownership said, hey, this team likes playing for this coach. Let's give it one more shot. Now he'll have to retool his staff a little bit again. But bottom line is that team believed in their head coach. Head coach believed in his team. They've got a chance in 2020 to get back in the the NFC South race.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs.
Woo!
And he's going
First
to
down, baby. First
inside
down.
the 20 at the 15. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Woo! Touchdown!
Zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
That's a stick move there, boys. Nothing but sticks.
Of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves. Stick it in the end zone on a running play.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. As Indianapolis gets ready for this next drive, Charles, I want to get your thoughts on where they move after this season, because they were contenders much of the year. Remember, they were 5-2 and then eventually finished 7-9, but it looked like for a moment the AFC South was going to be theirs. What happened to this team, and where do they go?
Well, they had a bunch of injuries down the stretch, and you have to remember, going all the way back, this was a team that had to make the big adjustment at quarterback when Andrew Luck decided to retire right before the season. Jacoby Brissett became the starter, played fairly well, had a couple of injuries himself. The general manager at the end of the year did say the jury is still out on Jacoby Brissett, but they like him and they like his potential. The one good thing they've got going for them, if they
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
It's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taking you the rest of the way. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, we jump into this challenge in quarter number 4, and there's still 8 minutes left. You lead by a touchdown. Your opponent has the ball on their own 40, 1st and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
Damn.
All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Replay the channels. Replay. I'm going to get you. Let's just do the right play. Right down.
And now the offense getting set. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr.
Get that set.
Chris Jones never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's going to go down again.
But that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really going behind the 8 ball.
Another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
We need that, man.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenge. And I'm your host, the Coach.
The Patriot offense set to go as they've got it 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense on balance.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Brady, and he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. To throw, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and that's caught. It's Edelman again. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver. Was drafted that way, and that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And that's good.
Damn!
Patriot touchdown. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the challenge. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. On 1st down, Brady. And he will find his man on the out. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the man traded by the Patriots, Chandler Jones. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17-yard under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And all the way down to the 39.
Yes. Yes, baby.
A big run there by Jones. 59 yards for him on the ground. What a big run there to get out from the shadow of their own end zone. The defense is probably thinking, hey, let's pin him deep. Not the case.
You're exactly right. When I played, we used to have a defensive coordinator in these situations who would call the defense and tag onto it, get a safety, push them back. And sometimes you overcommit on defense, and it worked against them in this play. Offense worked it out very, very well.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example when we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Yeah, baby.
He's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it
touchdown.
End zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Let's see what I get out of there. Alright guys, let me get about 9 players. These 8. Okay. Hey. Q-Lock coming in, baby. Q-Lock. Q-Lock. Might be an 85 player this time. G-Lock the first player. And it might be an 85. Okay. I'm gonna keep the next one though. It's good, bro. That's why I see what I get. It's too good, not another bad one now. I told you. I don't want to do a lot. I want early guys. That's why I see what I can do. I keep seeing these things making